YouTube, Zara13 here. Couple things I want to go over. Recently, my birth mother passed away unexpectedly and suddenly while her and my birth dad were down in Arizona on their usual winter getaway. And here in Canada we call them snowbirds. They like to go down south and be away from the cold weather. This happened last Thursday, so I've had a few days to mourn and cry and all that stuff, but it still hurts. I mean, I was lucky enough to get to know her for the past 13 and a half years. I was born in '66, as most of you already know, and I was given up for adoption because my birth mom they come from quite a strict Catholic background, and they were afraid of what I don't know if afraid, they were concerned, I guess, out of wedlock and having a kid, how my dad's mom or her mom would react to that, because they're really, really old school and whatnot. So anyways, I was given up for adoption and brought home by my parents that I grew up with. And as you all know, a couple of years ago, I lost my dad to cancer, the one I grew up with, and now I've lost my birth mom. She also was battling cancer for quite some time, and she beat it. I mean, there were no signs of it after she had all the treatments and stuff. Now, we're not sure what happened for her to suddenly just die like that, but sorry. Before they came down, or before they headed down to Yuma, Arizona, they came down to the lower mainland from the Okanagan, which is the interior of BC here, where they live in a place called Summerland, to see my niece's newborn. She had a baby, my little great niece, I guess you would say, Olivia, and everyone was down, unbeknownst to me, or I would have been there too, to see the baby, and which I'll be seeing shortly. And my little nephew Robbie, I guess, had a cold, and I guess Mom caught the cold, and I think it got a little worse on her when she was down there, and she passed out in the shower once, and Dad took her to the hospital there, and I guess she was having issues breathing and stuff, so they treated that, and then she got to go home, and I guess they were coming back from the hospital from a second visit, and the way my dad explained it to me is he went for a bit of a nap, I guess, because he'd been there all night with her, and shortly after he went for a nap, he woke up or heard something and found her in the kitchen area, I guess. Well, that's where I found her. So, Mom, I miss you, just so you know. But I feel very blessed and fortunate to have gotten to know her for the 13 and a half years. I always go out there at Christmas time when they're not down south, and I see them often as I can, because it's about a 5-hour drive from where I live to Summerland. 5.5 hours, give or take, depending on the highway you take and the weather conditions. Right now it'd be brutal because of the snow probably, but anyway, that's my little dealie, and that's probably, I'm going to be going up there shortly to be with family there, and I won't be around here for probably, I didn't go to Yu-Gi-Oh! This last weekend because I was still, there's no way I would have been able to focus, obviously. I even left work early on the Friday because she passed on the Thursday, and I was pretty heartbroken. Still am, obviously. They're going to cremate her down there, and they made some special blown glass little containers and stuff for us to have some of her ashes in, and then I believe we're going to scatter them, the rest of them, somewhere, I guess, where she wanted to be scattered. Anyway, so we won't see many videos from me for the next little while. Probably at least the next couple of weeks. So sorry about that, you guys. You'll have to rewatch some of my old classics, I suppose, and laugh and giggle and stuff to my retardedness on camera. But I'll end this on a bit of a more interesting, exciting-er kind of news. But a while ago I saw MCOL40 had a special Konami card made for him. By a fellow by the name of Randy. I will put a link to his YouTube channel. This is off the top of my head because I don't have my computer up and going at the moment. I don't remember what it is, but he sent me a little something, and I'll show it to you. Cut it open. I had this made because I really liked what I saw. MCOL40s had one made as well, and I really liked it. I thought that was a really neat idea. I haven't seen anyone else do this before, but it's in here. It's in here. It's not a card. I know it looks like a card, but well, it is a card, but it isn't a card. It is my new Yu-Gi-Oh! Kasi ID card. There it is. Okay, like that. It's got my design on there. Well, Mike Tuck designed that, actually, and I made t-shirts with this, and now it's on a card. So I thought that was pretty neat. And when I saw MCOL40s, go check out his video. He's got one with the Gadget guys on it. But I thought, the only thing I really have right now is this. So I had this one made, and I thought it was pretty cool. It says Sarah13, you're a rock and roll YouTuber, and it's got my number and stuff right there with the barcode and everything. So yeah, it's a little bit of sunshine in a bleak week that I've had. Anyway, that's what's going on. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick update to let you know that I'm not going to be doing some videos for a little while. I will possibly get some footage while I'm up in Summerland, introduce you to my biological family and stuff like that, if they're willing. I don't know. It's a hard time right now for everybody. So my mom was an amazing lady. Very, very cheerful, very upbeat all the time, always smiling, always had something nice to say. I always find it odd that the good people always go, and for lack of a better term, off the top of my head, the a-holes are left behind. Not that any of you guys are, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So, some bad news and a little bit of something. When I get the container with my mom's, the little thing that I ordered with my mom's ashes, I'll show you guys. It's pretty nice, and her favorite color was red, so it's going to be in a red. It looks like a little coin thingy. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, guys, before I end this video, just what you're going to do right after you watch this is go and see your folks. Go tell them you love them. because you never know when you're not going to be able to anymore. All right, so go do that. Go find your mom or your dad, or give them a big hug and tell them you love them, okay? Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'll be back, and you'll see more of me soon. I might have a little bit of some footage from the ashes scattering and stuff like that. Anyway, there will be some Christmas stuff in there too, probably, because it is that time of year as well. It's going to be very hard. That's for sure. Alright, you guys, that's it. I'm going to go and do stuff I got to do in preparation here. There's a few days I'll be heading up there, so. Well, you know the routine. I'll see you guys in a little while, alright? I'm not going to do my usual outro because it doesn't really fit. But anyway. Take care, guys, and remember, go give your folks a big hug and tell them that you love them, alright? Peace.